Hello guys and girls, hope you're all well today. Today's video is about the T95E2 and the supposed secret nerf just after the 3.5 update. Some of you may have seen the many threads on the forums regarding the armor nerf. It's gone through and the picture of the actual armor viewer is showing the reduction from the front. Some may even be asking, why is this even a video and why is this even a topic of discussion? The wargaming themselves do nerf tanks all the time, both premium and non-premium tanks. So what's all the big deal? What's the fuss? Well, the tank itself has been around for a while and has been recently added for people to purchase in a bundle not too long ago. It was something of a not amazing tier 8 medium to play when you take into account other normal tech tree tanks and moreover other tier 8 premium tanks such as the Super Pershing or the recently buffed STA2. The T95E2 I love to play. I didn't know what all the fuss was about with it being bad, but somehow I made it work. I understand though that there are other mediums that are better than what I'm doing at the moment in this tank. One of which is included the Type 59 and the STA2, not recently because of its buff as well. They were both relatively good tier 8 mediums and overall some considered better than the T95E2. It recently had an issue though, the T95E2, with its aim being slightly off for a few people, myself included. This was picked upon and was being looked into by Wargaming as a possible issue after the 3.5 update. As to a fix coming out for it, there has been an update today. 1.23 gig update, so whether that's resolved it I'm not too sure. This may have been a different one to come in for the other tanks that are coming down the line. But not long after this there was a thread detailing possible nerf being applied to the already outclassed T95E2 and the pictures to show the before and after, showing what was a massive reduction in the frontal armour. Links will be provided to the thread in question where you can actually view the currently I think it was 12 pages the last standing of it. This itself though, not just because you had the picture armor viewer, people went on to the private lobbies or the team training and went to test this and came back as being that it does look to be that it has been nerfed. Whilst the training lobbies themselves won't be ideal in being able to provide 100% accuracy to confirm this being the case, the evidence that was supplied for it suggested very much so that it was, looking at different areas of the tanks where they were shooting against where it was on the actual armor viewer where the armor had been taken off. The two pictures below will show the before and after, the left picture being the before, the right being after, and you can clearly see there is a difference. You'll see at the bottom the bar that goes across, which dictates how much armour is physically there, and the different colours that go with it. So do get a good look at that. You can pause the video as well if you wanted to have a view. There are two aspects to this that have caused an issue, and a bit of an upset within the forums. The first being, why was a bad, considered by most to being bad, premium tank nerfed in the first place when it needed a buff, and second, why was the tank nerfed after only being on sale again for a very very short amount of time, this being before the update. The first seems to have been confirmed by Wargaming, saying that the armor viewer itself is the issue, not the tank itself had been nerfed, which would go hand in hand with the fact that the tank was not included in the list of buffed and nerfed tanks that Wargaming released about the 3.5 changes. The second has wider impacts for the game though, and this is at the moment the one that would really need to be looked into more. I understand, as do others, that tanks get nerfed and buffed for balance reasons. It is obvious it's not always the case. If we have a look at the Death Star as a point in question, not yet been nerfed, but the Foch seems to be getting the nerf hammer more often than I get steamrolled in lobbies online. It's been quoted on many occasions that Wargaming have the option of being able to do this with any tank at any time in accordance with their T's and C's, which is all well and good. We all understand that we need to have some way of having the tanks balanced after they've been released, not just because there'll be new tanks in play and maybe the previous tanks will be outclassed by them. You can sometimes see this a lot easier on the PC version where you can see a more detailed kind of breakdown of what's happening and you can sort of tell why a tank has been balanced, but it's not always the case that they should be. The Foch and the Death Star being one of the two extreme cases where you can look at things not going the way it planned. It's not something though that should be done for people who have recently purchased a tank to find that a nerf is already planned within a week or two, and that being said, an actual secret nerf. This is the one thing that has started to build up a lot of problems. It does have to be said though, it's not 100% confirmed that tank has been secretly nerfed, and it should be viewed as such. Wargaming have confirmed that the armor viewer is at fault, and further tests may show a different story, but I can't see that Wargaming themselves would do something like this, and it's either an issue with the armor viewer or possibly an oversight where they're looking into the getting fixed as soon as possible. That being that maybe the armor viewer isn't actually wrong and there has been some sort of problems with the HD remodeling of it, whereby it's had an armor reduction because of that, and maybe they are looking to try and sort it. But it's all well and good but a little bit more communication would be ideal, as the longer that this goes on, the more likely the community will see it as being a nerf more than anything else. That's one of the other focuses that is actually happening. The thread being so many pages and so little information about what's happening with it. Maybe a little bit more info into, are they actually getting it sorted when they plan to, because it's not so much just the T95E2 that's having the problem. If you were to buy another premium tank for whatever reason and find out 5 days later that you're going to have it nerfed because it's too overpowered, you've just bought a tank that's going to be more recently balanced. One of the fun aspects of a premium tank is that it will have something going for it which is different from every other tank in the game and makes it fun to play. Hope you enjoyed the video though, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There will be a few more out, and I'd like to hear your thoughts of what you think about the whole situation in the comment section below. Thanks very much, and I'll see you later.